So like I said before, I thought I was going to be able to finish this before Halloween, but that was not the case. Things got pretty busy for me, as it usually does around the holiday times. But I'll still try to upkeep a streaming schedule and try my best to keep the YouTube archive updated. Which, by the way, it does, I try to add the new streams in weekly. That may change in the future, give or take. But essentially, I'll try my best to keep the YouTube archive updated and organized and whatnot. So yeah. So, where we last left off, we stumbled our way through the dungeon, found our ways into the cistern, and now we are traveling through the sewers. We are still making the descension of a dark kind. Now, I'm hoping that I can finish this all in this stream. Hopefully. I don't think that's going to be the case, but, you know, you'd be surprised. With games like this, where the puzzles are what can make or break a playthrough, depending on how well you know the game. Oh yeah, we did. Ow. We did get some lore along the way. Essentially, Daniel. Oh. Oh, don't look at him. Looking at him makes you crazy. Also, yeah, the stream is going to appear a little bit darker than it does on my end. That's just kind of how it is. I should fix that sometime, because it does make games like this a little bit harder to, like, stream. I mean, it makes it easier for me to play, because I can definitely see where I'm going and whatnot. But it can make it hard for you, the viewer, to see properly. It could also be because every time I've been playing this game, it's always been late at night with the lights off and whatnot, and that can actually make the screen seem brighter. Although that is definitely not the case with what's going on in my OBS preview of this game. It could just be the monitor that I have it on is also a little bit brighter. But yeah, as I was saying, we did learn some lore about, like, what Daniel did. Essentially, he found an orb which has a creature wanting to kill him for it, and others along the way. And essentially he turned to Alexander for help, and Alexander did something to Daniel, and it didn't exactly help things. Like, the creature's still hunting him, I believe. So that's broken. Oh, everything's still kind of wobbly. Is it too dark? Hold on. Head's pounding, hands are shaking. A few cuts and bruises. I got 4 tinder boxes, that's pretty good. Close the door. There we go. So we got a little puzzle room here. And we are definitely out of oil, so we'll take that. So we definitely got some sort of puzzle here. By the way, also, in order to get to the sewers, we had to inject ourselves with a rusty needle to get kind of like a temporary cure to not get infected by the fungus down here. Hence all the mushrooms. The mushrooms would kill you. Slowly and painfully. Alright. That did something. I'm guessing because I mean, it's still pretty dark down here, like, granted. But we got, like, a little bit more light down here than we thought. There's gotta be a hint about this somewhere, and I know that we gotta stop that thing. We haven't tried going down this way because we saw that creature. Come on, there we go. Gotta jiggle the pipe a little. Even down here, there's tinder boxes. I mean, that really doesn't help me down here that much. And I will say, because it's a little bit brighter, it does make it kind of hard to tell if you're like in complete darkness or not. I'm not getting any like sanity effects, so I must be fine. I think I'm supposed to... I think that stopped it. Okay. No, no, no. It will eventually disappear. That's how these monsters work. They eventually just go away. It will not see me here. Is he gone? But if we end up finishing a little bit earlier, maybe I'll throw something different on. But like, that's if I'm like running like, oh, like if this is like around an hour of playing. Ah.
What's happening? What are you doing? Let me go! Please, don't take me! Nobody ever returns!
Ouch. I don't know what I was expecting. I'm just gonna jam it. Boop. Fall in here. Hope the pipe doesn't break. Even though it was moving pretty slow. But it is also kind of sharp and rusty, so you don't want to take chances. And there was a ladder, so I wonder if we're gonna find a way to repair the ladder or maybe knock it down. Or maybe it was just, you know, impossible to get through. What if I hammer and chip? Nope. Nope, that is not the case. Meat. Oh, it's pulsating.
Daniel, turn around this instant. You are carrying the shadow with you.
Is that what it is? All this is the shadow? Oh. Okay. What did I pick up? Just some medicine. All is good. Oh. Okay, so the creatures that are stalking me are not the shadow. I'm guessing the pulsating meat is. Okay. Oh wait, that's right. I think in one of the pages it specifies that, hey, these are the abominations that Alexander have made. Out of the people that he butchered. Hey, thank you for the follow. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Please not. Please no. Please go. Good. Let's see, wound is bleeding. Oh, he hit hard. That took me down 2 states. It's a good thing I probably healed, otherwise it probably would have killed me. Ah. I sure hope we don't run into the water monster down here. I say as we run into the water monster down here. Oh. It's just standing there. Please go. I need to go that way. Looking at you makes me feel strange. my god. Okay, you're gonna stay there until I throw something. Okay. Oh fuck, oh fuck. It's chasing me. I don't think I can climb ladders. Hopefully. Another tinderbox. Fun fact, there's an achievement for finding all the tinderboxes. I don't think I have the patience for that though. But I thought I'd share that with you. Alright, so we got out of the sewer. We'll budge. We'll budge. We'll mark the way.
9th of August, 1839. I can't stop sweating and shaking. The warding ritual was not something of a sane mind. I did not even realize the dungeon was still in use. Alexander had his servants bring one of the prisoners, a murderer, he told me. Alexander made all the arrangements, but he said I had to perform the ritual in order to have the right effect. The shadow could be led astray by the blood of another. Killing the man would provide us precious time. What else could I do? Alexander said it had to be done. He is saving my life. I don't have the luxury of argument.
Oh. Alright. So aside from experimentations, he was sacrificing people to essentially buy time to keep the shadow at bay. And it sounds like I probably shouldn't have taken that oil so early on. It's not working. Something must be wrong with the machinery. So basically Daniel had to kill people in order to extend the time. And then it just kind of took a toll on him. I guess that kind of explains why he is just kind of forced to forget. Because it's like, oh yeah, I did a very horrible thing, I murdered people. And that makes sense. And now he has to kill Alexander to stop this madness, but can't stand to do it because of all the blood on his hands already, so I'm trying to rationalize it, I guess, but it's all really fucked. 4 tinderboxes, yay. Ah.
Agrippa, I need you to stay awake. Can you feel the syringe?
No, I can't feel anything. Alexander,
Yes.
soon I won't even be able to move, will I?
Your life is safe.
I don't doubt that. But will it be worth living?
that's open. One moment. Sorry about that. Actually, hold on. Hold on one moment. Okay.
Help me. Who's the switch?
Ugh. I'm guessing that's Agrippa.
Help me,
Ow. Oh, spikes.
please.
What? Okay, there you go.
Thank you. You have my gratitude. My name is Agrippa. Who might you be? Daniel? Like the prophet thrown into the lion's den? Tell me, are you among the lions, Daniel? You want to stop Alexander? Oh my, so Babylon shall fall, you say? You worry too much. Alexander is toothless without an arm. He has one. That's not very promising at all. The sanctum is basically impenetrable, but guess why more? It could be breached by another, but Alexander broke his, my arm, a long time ago. Really? Well, if you tell the truth, by all means, seek out the pieces of the broken arm and mend away. I believe he uses them for torture now. They practically leak matter, which is quite useful, I understand. There should be 6 of them. Look around the choir and the transept. You should be able to find them there.
Okay. And I did also learn recently, this game does have multiple endings. We're only going to go for one of them, but I'm going to try to aim for the best result. Obviously, there's an ending if you don't get all the orb pieces. All right.
Daniel, I hate to bother you further, but if you're really going after Alexander, would you consider taking me with you? I know it sounds ridiculous. I mean, look at me. But if you find anything concerning a man named Johann Wein, would you please bring it to me? I believe he was working on a way to help me. A recipe for some sort of potion, a tonic to free me from this husk of mine.
Okay. Cannot be open from here. All right. Are we back in the dungeons? Did we loop back to the dungeons somehow? Ooh, meat. Why do I have meat? A slab of fresh meat. Yum.
I know this. I've been here already. I know this taste. A taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in a dim haze. They may sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They'll be back. They will be back.
Whoa. Okay. Ugh. Something horrible has happened.
The shadow. It's
I do get it. What lever? Oh, that one. So many of Alexander's things are breaking down. Look around. Maybe the other room. There are machine parts hidden all over this place. You'll find a way to fix it.
Okay. I mean, you kind of interrupted another dialogue. I was very curious about that. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. And nothing in here. Okay. I could at least hide in those rooms when anything comes my way. Okay. There's my roommate.
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
We're just gonna try to get by without angering the monster. Uh-oh. 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 Let me in. Close the door.
12th of August, 1839. The banishment ritual is taking longer than expected, and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners. Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy. What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence? They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation. I try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them effectively. Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
Little did he know, those were innocent people that were kidnapped. Won't budge. Is there anything I can take in here? Is our monster friend gone? My roommate? Who has followed me all the way down into wherever this is. Let's try going through here. I see something sparking. I don't think I want to go through there yet. Something tells me that it's going to be tied to the machinery room that we were just in. All is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb first found by Agrippa, I have depended on it for my research. The incident with Wilhelm made me most impetuous. Fearing my paucity of prisoners, I proceeded with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 parts. I have tried everything, but have of yet to mend a thing. Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There is still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power for some other purpose. Centuries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? So Alexander has a goal in mind with this orb. To raise the dead? Maybe? Interesting. Very interesting, all these slabs. He did not return the slab. Ah. This is probably where the ritual was being held. Makes sense.
Find her!
Okay. Maybe I should check that. Check this room. There was a room before the electric field that would most definitely kill me if I walked through it. That's for the orb. Alright, this area does have like a bit of a finale feel to it, so I don't think we're supposed to be here yet.
Is this guilt I'm witnessing, Daniel? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you!
I need the orb.
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment. The people you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Understood.
Sounds from the torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
Let me just kind of backtrack a little. So there's two spots that Agrippa has mentioned that should have the pieces. Of course, I need to be able to go to them. Let's review our notes. The pedestal in the chancel has a depression in it that could fit an orb. A heavy door is blocking the path. Agrippa the dying man seeks a note written by a man named Joanne Wire. An orb is needed to enter the inner sanctum. Its shattered pieces lie scattered in the tortured rooms. Two levers on the top floor are not working, probably some problem with the machinery. Okay, so I'm piecing it together that this room is tied with the machinery room that we were probably looking into. The torture rooms we need to get to. Wait, it can let me go back? Why would I want to go back? Okay, we need to get this off. Man, if only I had a crowbar. Bucket of tar. Oil. Okay. Just getting used to the controls again with the menu, because it's a little awkward. Okay,
How are things coming? Who, me? I'm Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. I was once quite important to you. Baron Alexander has sustained my soul into some dead hospital for years. Who knows how many? Hundreds, I presume.
Interesting.
Alexander is quite impressive in many ways, but he has grown.
Okay. I guess that fixed the machine. Okay, I didn't think jumping around and like just touching stuff would work. But here we are. Come on. It's getting kind of caught on the staircase a little. Okay.
No, don't kill her.
Okay, that should open the doors down there. Won't budge.
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
Look, I just want my orb and I want to get out of here.
Dad, good to see you. You got the doors open? Good going. I knew you could do it.
Huh? Oh, okay. We're gonna have one of those levels. Okay. Oh, you know, this suspiciously large area. Surely, something big won't happen. Ah,
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me already! Kill me!
This one, prepare him.
hold up. Oh, that's not a fun sound. By the way, how is the volume? Is it a little too loud? I already spent all my tinder boxes. Wow. It might be a little bit too loud. Hold on. Let me adjust that. Okay, that should be better. I've been spending the week adjusting my audio settings and whatnot. Alright. The rapist hanged upside down, his tears soiled with blood flooding from his belly. The saw between his legs had lodged itself in the hip and wouldn't move any further. The men stepped back and waited for the victim to drain. Yikes. Okay, I might have gotten that is, yeah. Yep, that's pretty graphic. So, I guess I got my details confused. I'm guessing what happened was that the people that Alexander was kidnapping, like the innocent people, were being used for his experimentations, personal experimentations, while the people that were being sacrificed for this were actual prisoners that he got a hold of. Oh, yep, another torture. Ugh. And then they split in two from the weight. There's the orb. The kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step. Ooh.
She deserved it, that little bitch.
Which means that there was another orb slot in here. Somewhere. We got oil to spare, so it's all good. Alright. Where's the orb? If there's one in here. There it is. They really just leave it there out in the open. It's not like on a pedestal or anything. It's just on the ground. You know, it's just a useless trinket. Okay. What next? We go up? Or do we go forward? Ah. That is such a harsh effect to have in a game where you're supposed to have the lights off. Just get flashbanged by the memories.
All right.
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man. It was an accident.
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault. Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
All right.
No, please. Do anything. Whatever you want. Anything. I'll do anything. I'm innocent.
The arsonist kept crying as he was slowly lowered on and off the impaler. It didn't take much to break him. They had bent for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the arsonist. He was different from the others. They could make him forget again. Alright, that's 3 pieces. And we're running out of oil. Oop. Oop. Constantly changing colors. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I had figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creatures can break out in fits of violence where their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem, but it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are, therefore, to restrain while the victim is still dazed. Proceed by presenting the form of torture you are about to apply, and then continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient, as it will trigger itself into a greater fear simply by imagining it. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. Also, apply the pain in doses, if possible with breaks to let the body settle. If you are whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subdue, then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vital and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim doesn't behave as expected, it is likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink and try again later. So I guess we get a little bit lore about the amnesia potion. Which means, like, I mean, yeah, that easily clears up like the plot hole of like, wait a minute, why is there a potion that makes you forget stuff? Well, there it is. It was being used for torture, and the torture is being used to some ritualistic way to extract something from the people that are being tortured. Is it you, my love, I miss the most? Or is it perhaps myself? I know what I have become. I am not blind. I am a monster to them, a demonic sultan perched on a dark mountain top. There is little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. What's that? Oh, that's just random stuff. Okay. So we got our 3 pieces here. We can leave this place.
Ah, you again. You seem to have found all the all pieces used in the transit. Go to the choir and find the rest.
Alright. Also gotta oil up. I still haven't found his notes that he's looking for. Wayer taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and he still insists on me releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such a lack of compassion in a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part with Agrippa, as he is, and has been for centuries, my only link to the world beyond. Wayer claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him Agrippa first so he too can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige. But how am I to part with him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is a most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Wayer told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, Vital, and Tampter. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile grounds for this sort. I should be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The Vital could be extracted as usual from any agonized human victim's blood. I just need a large amount to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tampter, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters look wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water dwelling in Kiernick. I will address Wayer with this as he will have to supply me with a host. Also, a properly prepared well should suffice to contain it. In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spew their politics at each other while I sit quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am the one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged not by time, but by anguish. So he's a vampire. Or some sort of immortal, but I like the idea he's a vampire. I mean, his portraits make him look like a vampire. No sconce there. There we go.
How are things coming? Incredible. You found Vire's recipe. Then there might still be a chance. Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another realm. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate, Daniel. Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic Vire describes. And do so before you assemble the orb. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the orb, you won't be able to save him.
Alright. And that's where the... Ow! And that's where the multiple endings kind of come in, I assume. Why do I have this meat? So I'm guessing there's an ending if we do take Agrippa with us. There's an ending where we don't take him. I think there's like 3 endings to this, I'm sure of it, but we're just only gonna go for one for this playthrough. I gotta say, I've been enjoying this. This has been an experience. I'm creeped out. Ow.
15th of August, 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry. No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces
Oh
a knife.
no.
He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry. Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Paint the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come. Please, I didn't do anything. Paint the man, cut the lines, paint the man, cut the lines.
Oh, he really went
Please, the
insane.
man cries. Now you see.
Daniel really went
I did well.
fucked up mode.
One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain. Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
Oh man. What did I get? nothing out of that. Wow. That was just a really bad memory. I did not have to go through that. Oh. But you have something. Cannot be used this way. Want some meat? No. Rope? String? No. I'm missing something.
What happened to her?
Fritzer! Welcome on in. This is a very interesting time to come in. We're in a torture place. It's gotten pretty dark in this descent. So something tells me that I'm gonna need a specific. Am I gonna have to make another like syringe to extract the blood?
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both.
Well, you enabled me, so. Also, like, pretty sure you're a vampire. I'm just gonna say that. Just throwing that out there. Pretty sure you're a vampire and you need to go. Die, monster! You don't belong in this world. Okay. Oh. Okay. The draw distance didn't like it when I drew out my lantern. You know what? I got a couple of these. How am I feeling? A slight headache, a few cuts and bruises. We'll be fine. Though this place is pretty massive. Which means that there's going to be a very interesting chase down here, isn't there? Ah. Every time.
The wheel is good for keeping your victims still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
So that ringing effect means that there is a trauma here and an orb piece. The murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly, but with intent, so the rope secured around his leg stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. Ugh. What was that? Oh shit. You do not see me, and I don't see you. Please go away. There is not a cat here. There is no lion here. Okay, we gotta find the next room. I'm guessing the rooms are gonna be scattered to the corners, which makes sense. Gives us a chance to encounter the monster while being cornered. Like over here. Unless I went around and possible to break open. Say. That's one of the ingredients I need to free Agrippa. The trader did not know what to think of the brass bowl as he was forced to enter it. Only when a heat of fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was to be his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument which was the bull's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bull bellow. Ah. Orb piece. Again, like these orb pieces are just not... They're just tucked away. Out of sight. Okay. Ah, okay, that did work that time. Why didn't it work before? Well, that's one ingredient. Let me review my notes real quick. Specific tonic. Okay, the orb is needed. Mixture made with 3 ingredients. But I think it mentions where it is. Shattered orb. Poisonous fungi. That's what we got. Vital, agonized human, victim's blood. Torture session, which I'm guessing is going to be in the other place. Tampered on the other hand will be prover. Secretions, water dwelling in Karnik. Probably prepare well. So well. How many orb pieces do I have? I have 5. I gotta play this very stealthily. Very carefully. thing is, I'm getting kind of easily lost. So just to mark that I've been over in this area. So I'm also looking for a well. Somewhere. I think that might be in that jammed room, or I might have to go back to the sewers. That just loops me back around. Alright. Slight headache. No problem. Just solve a puzzle and you're good.
Get her back.
I don't want to fall down there. I've already been in here. Yeah, that's the wheel room. Ah, shit. Get away from me, please. Serpentine, serpentine. Oh, you are really fast. Oh, shit. Ow. Yeah, you take me down like 2 notches. That's not good. And I'm dead. Don't run. Huh? So that specific monster... Maybe I'm not supposed to run for that specific... Do I still have everything? I still need one more. That leads me back to the choir. Have I been in here? Nope. Ah, the Iron Maiden. That one you don't need to explain to me. Ah, shit. Ah, you got me. The forger stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip just for a moment. His knee jerked and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eye had ruptured and began to leak. Ugh. Now where's that orb? There it is. All right, I got the poisonous mushroom. I should probably head back and get the Vital. I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing that right, and I'm sure they probably said it early in the game, and I forgot how to pronounce it. Maybe I'm supposed to... Oh, the bodies are gone. Okay, so the bodies were just a sanity effect. They weren't actually there. They were just part of the sanity effect. Uh-oh. It's meat time.
I see you have all the orb pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you. But if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Vire's stomach before attempting to mend the orb, there might still be a chance for you.
Yeah, don't worry, buddy. I'll get you out of there. Oh, wait. This is the well, isn't it? Am I really supposed to jump down here, though? Well, here I go. Oh. Okay. Not the smartest idea. I need a bucket. Okay. The important thing is, I thought that was like a curled up person for a moment. Okay.
I see you have all the orb pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you. But if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Vire's stomach before attempting to mend the orb, there might still be a chance for you to see.
Okay.
I see you have all the orb pieces.
Yes, yes, yes. I need
I
to
know I have no right to ask anything of you.
figure out where I am again.
I see you have all the orb pieces you need. I know I have.
Okay, I think I understand what I need to do. I need to use the string. Can't be used that way. Oh. Not the result I was expecting. What about the... There we go. That makes much more sense. Item cannot be used this way. Maybe I'm supposed to lower it a little bit? I must be missing something. But that makes no sense considering. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to tie it to the string, but it's not letting me. Or this glass jar on a string. Oh, you know what? What if I'm supposed to put this in the jar? No, that combination doesn't work. What if I tie the meat to the... Okay. Oh, he hungry. Okay, we're not gonna fall in the well. Remains. Interesting. But I could have just... Bone covered in mucus. Okay, so that is definitely not the well that they were talking about. Bone covered in mucus, or maybe it is. What did it write down? 3 ingredients. I still have to visit the torture room for blood. All right. So, where am I going to get this blood? It's got to be one of these rooms. Hold on, getting a little bit of stutter here and there. Rat. Blood here? No? Let me reread that note, just to be safe. Okay. From any agonized human victim's blood, I just need a large amount to distill it properly. Remember to collect it during the next torture session. Of course, I can't just scoop it up like that. Hatch must be opened. Okay. Makes sense. They have to drain the blood somewhere for this guy. Can't add anything directly into the blood. The substance needs to be purified first. So we're gonna need our chemistry set of some sort. Not exactly fresh, but it will have to do. Oh, wrong door. Also should probably look at a tar. I don't know what this is going to be for, but maybe part of the something else. Okay.
I see that all the orb pieces you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you, but if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Vire's tonic before attempting to mend...
There's got to be a note about this. Okay. Allow to address properly. Supply me with a host. Also properly prepare. But it says nothing about how to like prepare it.
the orb. There might still be a chance for...
Combination doesn't work. Made with care. Substance needs to be purified first.
Please, my faith is in your hands.
Let me check upstairs real quick. You know, Whole bunch. Nope. So I think I need to get into the laboratory, but it's blocked. Full budge. That's just caved in. Trying to think. What could let me through here? If I had a crowbar, like I did earlier in the game. I mean, this would be the normal solution. Just use whatever you can and, you know, pry it open. But clearly this doesn't want to be opened. Let me
I see that all the orb
look
pieces
ahead.
you need. I know I have no right to ask anything of you.
Or the laboratory could be a red herring. But it let me interact with the door, so there must be something to it. Okay. Ow. Sleep. No. Not yet. Whoa. Oh, they're dragging me away. Get up. All right.
You had me worried. Quite frankly, I'm not sure what to do with you. I hold no grudge against you, Daniel. We are so very much the same, you and I. Did you really drink from the amnesia mixture? It does explain so much of your behavior. You never did finish what you set out to do. You talked about redemption, how you would face the orb's shadow and save our work, and me. I will grant you another chance to redeem yourself. You can wait here and stop the shadow. Thank you, friend.
Well, this is my life now. Or is it? Can't be used that way. Trying to think. It's no use, but I can still wiggle it apart. You know what? This might actually take me into the laboratorium. I wonder. I can't pick up the desk. Oh no. Am I on a time limit? Get me out of here. Ah. I didn't notice that. Pick it up, do it again. That also works.
He sees what I see.
oil. There we go. There's little left to say. I write solely to prevent myself from revisiting the memories of these last few days. If I am fortunate, I will fall asleep and time will pass without effort. I have begun to wean myself of my prison. When I first arrived, I felt like I was being buried inside a tomb. But now I feel the close walls comforting me. As long as I am in here, there is no pain. The walls protect me from the outside. I even laughed earlier as one of my wardens dropped a key down the pipes. It gave me hope for a second, thinking I could escape if only I could somehow reach it from here. In my dreams, Alexander, I am king. In my dreams, I best you and escape your clutches, and return with all the knights of the realm carrying pistols and sabers. In my dreams. Oh, what? Oh. Oh, yep, that's a naked body. And a wooden bucket. How am I looking? A few cuts and bruises. Head is pounding. Hands are shaking. Combination doesn't work. I still don't know what the tar is for. Bucket of water. The combination doesn't work. Okay. Locked. All right, what do my notes have to say? Find the key to open the door leading out of the area. Oh, I need a key. Okay. Oh, the note did mention something about a key being dropped down. But that could also just be a red herring and just, you know, fluff. All right. This guy certainly doesn't have a key on him. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes sense. Because again, the note mentioned a key being dropped down a drain. comes the shadow. Oh. Ah, so much shaking. So much blood. Oh, you know, just me when I like feel like getting a midnight snack or have to use the bathroom in the middle of the night and just gotta run away from the shadow monster. And here we are. Or actually no, we are not back where we were. Ooh. Beetle position time.
August 1839. Tonight, we will unlock the power of the orb and ultimately banish the shadow hunting me. I feel it closing in on me and I fear for my life more than ever. Just outside Olstadt lies a small settlement where Zimmerman, a dairy farmer, lives with his wife and 3 children. We took the coach, went there. Our visit was unexpected, and Alexander was able to strike Zimmerman down without alerting others. As he went to take care of the farmhands, I began to look for the children. We should have more than enough prisoners to finish the ritual now.
He ran out of prisoners and then that's when he started going for innocent people. Ooh. Ooh, ow. Don't touch the meat. Right. It will hurt. Ooh. How am I supposed to get across this? Bleeding pretty badly. Can I like make stepping stones in the meat? Okay, nope, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Yeah, the shadow is most definitely here. How much oil do I have left? Alright, we're still pretty good on oil. Come on. Few cuts and bruises. I guess the shadow doesn't hurt too much. Ah, here we go. Now we're cooking. Okay, first we need to purify the blood. Good. Shouldn't be wasting oil like that. Okay. Needs to be purified first. Okay. Extract has already been added to the mixture. Okay, then that leaves this. I mean, I'm trying to, but you're not letting me. There we go. All right, Wayer, or Agrippa, we got your way out.
I thought I lost you. The castle trembled, and I could hear the chancel collapse. The laboratory might be accessible now.
Already ahead of you.
Quickly, off with the head. And then, whatever happens, get me through that gate.
You want me to... Okay.
By me? I'm the next best thing. Alexander really wanted none other than Johann Bayer. You never heard of Johann Bayer? My God, boy. He's probably the greatest man in history. And you don't know him? Or is it the world who has forgotten him?
How do I have to saw your head off. Okay. Is there something in here that can help with that? Oh, budge. Ah, there we go.
Bayer was my pupil. My pupil. Yes, I do take pride in that. Is it so wrong?
All right. So you just gotta be really quick when interacting with the meat. You just gotta run. Okay. We have reached this point. The ending is in sight.
Shouldn't trust him.
Ugh. Okay, let's check over here before we do anything else. Oh shit. Tells me not to run. That's not the case. You have to carry on. Okay, so maybe checking that area first is not the smartest idea, and you're already approaching me. Let's just do it. And the tar, that's right. That makes sense. I'm kind of busy here. Do you mind? Ouch. That's right. Get out of here. Ouch. Okay. Hey Corgi, welcome on in. We are currently kind of struggling a little bit, but that's okay. We're near the end of the game. Classic horror, indeed, yeah. This game, despite it being an older game, I think it's aged pretty well.
10th of August, 1839. I cannot believe what I have become. One of the girls escaped and I chased after her all the way upstairs. I hunted her down, and what is her life worth? How many lives can I take before I surrender my own? Sure, I would kill a murderer to save an innocent, but to kill an innocent to save myself? A cold-blooded murderer.
I'd say this, yeah, I say this game has held up pretty well despite its age. Both graphically and story. And gameplay too. Okay. Is there nothing here? Is this just to get a little bit of extra lore? Alright. Or even a spot to just kind of like juke the monster and whatnot. The grunt. Okay, I think I'm supposed to use the iron bar to pry the orb out and then take it with me. Nope. Nope. She just set my dark until I what? Until you amnesia. And then you forget everything. Okay, no, that's just gonna zap me. The orb does not by itself remove the barrier. Something must be done with the machinery. Okay, so there is something to do with the machine part. Okay. I gotta, you know what? I gotta jam the machinery. I gotta break this machine. But how? Not large enough to jam the cog wheels. Hammer. Nope. I need something large, okay. That won't work. Can I get these wheels off? No. Jam the wheel with another wheel. There's no way. It's not strong enough. Yeah, I kind of figured. That? Nope. Ooh, ouch. I mean, it needs to be made of metal, and it needs to be large enough. A rock. This can't be. Okay. Okay. I would have been okay with like a metal sheet. These puzzles have made me feel silly sometimes, and you are in here, and I don't want you in here. So I'm going to hide here until you go away. This is my little corner. You can't have it. You cannot join me either. Except for the chat. The chat can join me. Please wander away. Please go the other direction. My sight is going bad. I don't like whatever this thing is doing. Ouch. That's right, meat pad. Nope, that's not the right way. That's the right way, and he's in the way. Okay, I think he disappeared. Ow.
The blood. Use it for the ritual.
There we go. Oh, the orb's gone. All right, Alexander. Give me back my orb. Where's my money, you nerd? Ouch.
19th of August, 1839. It's not fair. I'm not to blame. I've been manipulated by that demon. He played my guilty conscience and duped me into facing the shadow alone. That vile, conspiring man. He expects me to meet my death as he steals power beyond imagination. Alexander, I will kill you for what you have done. If only the shadow had caught me in London or Algeria, I wouldn't have to suffer this humiliation. You made me a murderer. A monster. And now, I merely await my death. I am too weak to press on. I can hardly stand as my knees fail me. I cannot see as my eyes are dressed in tears. I am as broken as the men I've tortured. If only I could wipe my fear away, as we did with them.
And he did. Door will not open. We also have another similar situation. Blood. Open the door. Stop having it be closed. Standing in the circle does not help sanity whatsoever. Ooh. Was I not supposed to do that? Oh, that's some good ringing in my ear. Oh. It just gets snuffed out immediately, okay. There is no light to be lit in this area. Oh, what's this? Glowing red. A few cuts and bruises. Right, there's a trick to this. I'm not quite sure what to do. Search for a way to open it. That doesn't really help me. Then that's glowing. I think I'm supposed to do something here. I wonder if there's a specific order I gotta do this in. But I don't really see much hints. Ooh. Oh, yep. Yep. Get in there. Hop to it. The orb chamber.
I was wondering if you were going to show up. I see Agrippa convinced you to run some errands. Tell me, is everything nice and clear now?
Dude, where are your
Am
pants?
I the villain? Good and evil. Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable. Are you so blind that you see no good in me or evil in Agrippa?
The portal's not open yet. But dude, why are you doing this in the nude? Hold on, I gotta wait for him to open the portal for this ending. Dude, come on. Ow. Maybe I gotta throw something at it. There's nothing in this chamber for me to use. Construct additional pylons. I can move around while interacting with it.
No, don't do that. I realize you doubt my intentions. Why would I take such extreme measures to save your life? Maybe I'm saving mine too. Stop it, Daniel. You are ruining it. We are so close, I beg you. I'm just like you, Daniel. A prisoner of circumstance. Trapped in a world I no longer recognize. As you gain your freedom, will you deny me mine? We are so close. Closer than I've been for centuries.
Nah.
You killed us. You killed us both.
And thus the meat consumes us all.
It was my greatest triumph.
I think I was
never
supposed to
looked
wait
back.
until, like, the portal opened, I think.
You think I was afraid, fleeing Brennenburg? Huh. Quite the contrary. I knew it was my purgatory. Hellfire. made
Yeah, they
to
definitely
wash
failed that
away my
challenge.
sins. There's no denying the things I've done, but I have paid my tribute. I gave them that awful man. I did the right thing.
I wonder if he'll let me go back and see the other endings now. But yeah, that was Amnesia, The Dark Descent. At least one of the endings. I guess the question is, will it be able to let me reload my save and see the other endings? Because if that's the case, I can definitely, like, you know, stick around and see what happens. The game is pretty good, yeah. I think this is... I think this can be considered a classic, yeah. Considering it's a game from 2010, and I think it visually holds up pretty well. I think the puzzles are pretty good. Oh, that's pretty loud. Hold on. Let me just adjust that. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I'm glad I picked this for my, you know, spooky October game to stream. The end. I know that's not all the credits, but let's take a look at the other endings. Yep, okay, good. We can see the other endings.
I was wondering if you were going to show up. I see Agrippa convinced you to run some errands. Tell me, is everything nice and clear now? Am I the villain?
Yes.
Good and evil. Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable. Are you so blind that you see
I could just leave.
or evil in Agrippa?
I could just leave. I could just turn my back and leave. Nope, never mind. Oh, did this lock me back into... So, am I supposed to, like, wait for the portal to open? Or did I already kind of botch it? Or am I supposed to talk to you? I really don't want to look at you, dude. Come on. Put some pants on. Fuck. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm naked during this. Okay, there we go. Yoink.
I can finally return home.
Like, I would not be surprised if Daniel's also, like, naked during this. Like, every person we've met, either it be a corpse or not, has been naked.
Are still tainted. No, you fool! You have ruined us.
Yep. Throw the head in there. And, kills him. Oh, and kills me. Owie, yeah. Meat is very sharp. Oh.
There he is. Do you see him, Vaya? He deserves so much more. Please, help him. I know you can. Don't worry, Daniel. It will be all right.
Right. That was one of the other endings. And now for, I think, the last one. I'm glad that they don't make you, like, replay the entire thing.
I was wondering if you were going to show up. I see Agrippa convinced you to run some errands. Tell me, is everything
I
nice
really don't want to look at him.
now? Am
I really don't want to risk it.
good and evil? Such comforting concepts, but hardly applicable. Are you so blind that you see no good in me or evil in Agrippa?
Hey, your pylon's kind of falling off kilter. Let me fix that for you. Any minute now. Any minute now. This sequence takes a bit. I guess they just want to give the player some time to like knock down the pylons.
A whole other world. Oh, isn't it beautiful? I can finally return home. But you, I am solitary. You won't be able to enter. You are still tainted, branded by the shadow. It will consume you either way.
Yep, that's right. Goodbye, Alexander. Enjoy your free trip to the Shadow Realm.
Let me go.
And thus, the meat shall consume me.
I'll never tell you.
Meat.
Thank you, my friend. Your sacrifice won't be forgotten. You will be celebrated forever.
And that's the third ending. The bad ending. You let Alexander escape, and you die. The end. But yeah, no, this has been a very good game to visit. I'm not sure if I'd ever visit the other Amnesia games. Rebirth, I know, is kind of like a bit of a weird one. Machine for Pigs, I heard was not very good. Bunker, I've heard was pretty decent, but you know. But I think for now, we should be calling it quits for the night. And thus putting this chapter, or rather this game, to rest.